will identify the stakeholders with whom it is essential to communicate. It will also advocate awareness of the strategic plan, guarantee implementation of the duties and actions delegated to each stakeholder, and promote communication and feedback between the action team and the stakeholders. A strategic communication plan will become a useful device because it will motivate stakeholders on what's truly important and will create authenticity. The plan will be an important facilitator for change and it will eventually lead to a heightened development, improved productivity, improved performance, and employee satisfaction. A one-page summary cheat sheet about the strategic plan will be given to all stakeholders. The one-page summary will include our mission statement, the direction the organization is going in, the markets we compete in, our distinctive marketing proposition, care coordination, how we will provide care better than any of our competition, and the tools and resources we have, and it would also list the 3 goals. We would also have a 30-minute template complete with talking points and key messages for leadership to convey the strategic plan to their teams so that there will be consistency of messaging across all stakeholder groups. A laminated card with the 3 goals will also be disseminated to all stakeholders. Leadership will also be asked to attend a meeting so that all leaders will be on the same page. The responsibility for this group of leaders will be set to give the information to their teams. Expectation of how leaders will work with stakeholders to support the goals to the strategic plan will be discussed. Let's go to the evaluation. Strategic evaluation is the assessment process that provides performance information about programs, projects, and activities designed to meet business goals and objectives. It is significant because it develops input for new strategic planning. It receives feedback, appraisal and reward, and the validity of strategic choices. Ongoing assessment is already part of CMS organizational culture. To reinforce this value, it will be clearly woven into the communication about the planning process. The following are types of measures that will be used to evaluate how the strategic goal is being met. Efficiency measures. These measures are productivity and cost effectiveness measured as ratio of outputs per inputs. This measure will be used to evaluate number of customer complaints, customer satisfaction survey results, and number of new members enrolled, and time spent educating families versus time spent in documentation. We'll also use outcome measures. These measures are the results of whether services meet proposed targets or standards and demonstrate impact and benefit of activities. This measure will be used to evaluate the nurses' retention rate, nurses' turnover rate, and its application to employee satisfaction. Quality measures. These measures assess effectiveness of expectations and generally show improvement in accuracy, reliability, and compliance. This measure will be used to capture billing error rates and the percentage of coding errors for providers through quarterly audits. Balance measures. These are the metrics that must be tracked to ensure an improvement in one area is negatively impacting another area. This measure will be able to use to evaluate increase of members versus productivity of nurse care coordinators. Types of controls. Strategic control involves tracking a strategy as it's being implemented. It's also concerned with detecting problems or changes in the strategy and making necessary adjustments. The control types that will be used in the strategic plan is feedback control, which involve gathering information about a completed activity, evaluating that information, and taking steps to improve the similar activities in the future. Feedback control allows managers to use information on past performances to bring future performance in line with planned objectives. Nursing supervisors will review 2 records of each nurse monthly. The results of the review will be compared against the performance standards. Deviations will be identified and analyzed, and a corrective plan will be developed and implemented so that the nurses can meet the desired performance. Concurrent control, which is the process of monitoring and adjusting ongoing activities and processes. This control can prevent problems from becoming worse. It allows for making necessary adjustments and retraining as required. The success of the evaluation plan will be acknowledged, and the action team and all stakeholders involved in strategic plan will be celebrated. Certificates will be customized to match the areas they excelled in. Recognition will be done at all staff meetings. Breakfast and or luncheon will be done at every quarter to celebrate achievements. In summary, in order for CMS to survive as a leading edge Medicaid managed care plan and stand up against the competitors, strategies must be planned to help us grow, to help us improve our services, and help us inspire our stakeholders. I am available for any questions you may have. If there are no questions, thank you for your time, and I look forward to the implementation of this strategic plan.